Hey there, welcome on the spot. Today here with Nick Peters. He's a former player of De La Salle. We met when I was coach at De La Salle, and he's playing overseas now. So, Nick, the floor is yours. Go introduce yourself and go from there.
Nick Peters, Nikhil Peters, whatever you guys want to call me. I'm 27. I was a graduate of De La Salle in 2016. After that, I went to Cal Poly Pomona, spent 4 years there, and then finished in 2020, and I've been playing overseas ever since.
Ooh. So, you ready for on the spot? We're ready to go through some questions.
Let's do it.
All right. We'll start with the first one. What are your thoughts and opinion on the real estate market? I know you're young out there, but what are your thoughts when you hear about real estate, stuff like that? What's your predictions, things like that, when you see it, hear it?
Um, so I think the cool thing about being overseas, I get to see the different styles of markets. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, it's the exact same, like high interest rates over there, even over here, right? It's oversaturated
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of people, but not enough homes, or like not enough homes or places in nice areas. So yeah, I think my thoughts on it now are like interest rates are still a drag. It's
Mm-hmm.
making it hard. And then yeah, just finding places in tough neighborhoods have been or in good neighborhoods for good prices is really hard nowadays. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty hectic out there.
Okay. Good thoughts. You want to share a struggle you went through in your life or basketball or in general for the audience out there?
My most recent struggle would have been I had surgery on my shoulder in 20 halfway through my first season. I dove on a loose ball. The guy guarding me tripped on his foot and fell on my arm, so I ended up dislocating my shoulder, having surgery. And yeah, it was probably we're in 2025 now, and I've just actually recovered from it properly. I spent 2 whole seasons playing with half an arm, and yeah, just it was hurting and helping my stock in a way. And you know this with the basketball biz, just playing hurt is not always the greatest thing for a player. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it put me in some pretty dark holes mentally, physically, and just yeah, it was rough, but I'm glad we made it out. And now that I'm healthy.
What was your like recovery time to get back to where you feel like you're 100% now? How long did it take you to fully recover? You're like,
So the doctor had told me I'd be good after a year. So I had surgery in July,
mm,
and then of that year, the following season started in March, and I still wasn't even close to healthy. We skipped to July, so it was a full year. I was actually starting to be able to shoot again and kind of get back into my rhythm. And then I went and played a whole nother season, a whole nother year, and I still wasn't fully healthy. So we're 2 years and 10 months now, and I've actually gotten back to normal. So yeah, it's been a long journey.
okay. Yeah. I feel like after recovery, it takes time to get where you're at. And you kind of think it's going to be faster, but it's not, but it takes,
And I'm not 18 years old no more, so it makes it a lot harder.
yeah. You want to share a quote that you live by that you heard or stands out there?
Let me see. I think my favorite one would probably be the most cliche one is hard work talent fails to beat hard work, or something like that one, that the hard work and talent quote, because in my field, especially now that I'm older, being able to
Mm-hmm.
see players that actually work hard and like care about the game and love the game and want to do something with it versus guys who are talented and just think they can get by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really eye opening because there's a lot of guys out there that make a lot of money doing this that don't really love it and don't care about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. Let me ask you this. Favorite Netflix show, Apple show you watch nowadays that's out there you're watching on TV? What do you watch?
I don't know if this
It's
is
like,
on any of the platforms in America, only because most of
yeah.
my streaming platforms I still use are in Australia. But a
Okay.
show called BMF, Black
Okay.
Mafia Family.
All right.
I think it's on Stars. It might be
Okay.
on Stars. That one or The Office is a good is one I always kind of watch all the time.
Really? Big Office
Yeah,
guy?
Office.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the dry
Okay.
humor.
Good one. Yeah. My brother big fan of that too. He likes Office.
Okay,
I watch reruns all day.
bro, all day.
So what's your walk up theme song? We get introduced somewhere. We come out to.
It's called Let It Out by Low Shimmy. It's the lyrics kind of describe a journey of going through something and then getting out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of hits home.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. So who's in your basketball Mount Rushmore for your
Ooh,
top players? Who do you got?
Kobe's my favorite, so Kobe's obviously up there.
Okay.
Because Bron has now played for the Lakers for so long, I love
Yeah.
LeBron, so LeBron's for sure up
Yeah.
there. Jordan's for
Okay.
sure up there for me just because vintage, and I actually got to watch full games with Jordan when I was younger. My dad's always been a big basketball fan, so being able to see that. I actually have a signed Kobe poster right here on the wall.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah. Um, and then Rushmore, yeah, isn't that four? It's four guys, right?
Four guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
I'm a big Tim Duncan fan. One day, I want to say like 4 years ago, a
Mhm.
random Tim Duncan highlight edit popped up on my phone on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I was astonished at the stuff he was doing to people.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a Laker fan, and then you live in a Warriors household. My mom and dad like the Warriors, so that's the only games you watch, right? And then I
Yeah.
only watch Tim Duncan when he plays against the Warriors or the Lakers.
Mm.
But like to watch a full Tim Duncan tape, bro, he was abusing guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, Kobe, Bron, MJ, Tim Duncan.
I used to watch Dirk film back in the days on his YouTube videos and
See,
how
that's what
he did his
that
stuff.
that four spot's hard.
Yeah. But just to see how what they did and to the pump fake and the pull ups and stuff, but different. But yeah, totally see how their craft was.
Dirk was elite. Dirk was for sure elite.
Yeah. So I'll ask you some playing questions. Where are you playing nowadays? What's your experience been like? And then go from there.
So I just finished my third season in Australia. I played NBL one for my first 2 years, and I played Big V, which is like another entity of NBL one, just in the south of Australia.
Mhm.
I'm actually leaving for China today. I'm going to be going on it's called a CBA tour. So a bunch of CBA teams are still looking to fill out their rosters for the season over in China. So
Mhm.
they invite two teams from USA and then one team from Australia. I'm going with an Australian team. And we go and we play against a bunch of teams over in China. They pay us for each game that we win. If you win the game, it's a bonus. Actually, we get paid for every single game there, but if you win, obviously it's a bonus. Good exposure in the Asian market, being the CBA. For those that don't know, it's like the NBA of China. A lot of your guys' favorite players that leave the NBA end up over there. So yeah, it'd be good exposure, just good competition, a good experience. I've never been to China. I've been to Taiwan, but never been to China.
Mhm.
Um, and then, yeah, kind of hoping that this leads to different doors in either like Indonesia, Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand. A lot of these Asian countries got good markets, Japan, Vietnam. Um, yeah, hoping that something opens up there. But worst case scenario, I have built a pretty good establishment in Australia, so I can end up going back there next year as well.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So playing wise, who's the best player you played against that you
Best
faced?
player I've
Or
played against, Steph Curry.
yeah.
I was lucky enough in 2021 to try out for the Warriors, and I tried out for the Stockton Kings.
Mhm.
Um, if we're gonna say just overall that doesn't count a game, Steph would be the best player I've ever played against.
Mhm.
I was at a workout with Dante Exum, Tyreek Evans, and me. We were actually all trying out for the G League spot that they have for their guard opening. Um, and yeah, I had to match up with Steph Curry, and it was probably the worst basketball experience I've ever had, but the greatest at the same time. In a game, though, the best player I've ever matched up with would have to be Maker, Don Maker's little brother.
Okay.
Don Maker played in the NBA, for those who don't
Was
know.
that in high school?
Nah,
Or played in college?
this is in Australia. This is in
Okay.
Australia. In high school, I played against Malik Monk. I played against Lonzo Ball in high school. That list can go on. I played against De La Salle.
Yeah.
We've always had tough schedules, so
Yeah.
yeah, I played a lot of NBA guys growing up.
Okay. Cool. So let me ask you this question. Who's your GOAT in all the basketball? Who's your GOAT?
Kobe. It'd have to be
Kobe?
Kobe. And for
Yeah.
me, it's because I met the man. I got to
Okay.
meet him. And it was like a month or so before he died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so Eddie Ionescu and Sabrina Ionescu, I used to play middle school basketball with them. So obviously we grew close. Sabrina obviously has the relationship she has with the Kobe family. So when she played against Long Beach State in 2020, in 20, 29, no, maybe even 2020, 2019,
Mhm.
right around the time he died, yeah. She invited me and my friends to the game, and he was there. So we ended up getting to meet Kobe, and yeah, it was craziest day of my life.
Cool. Let me ask you this. we're looking forward for in the NBA season coming up? What are expectations and players you see out there? I mean, you still follow. What do you think? You know?
Odd landscape this year, you think? A little bit. A lot of guys hurt.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of top guys hurt. So I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping that LeBron is healthy. I'm hoping we get a fresh Luka.
yeah,
I expect us to go all the way to the Western Conference Finals at least. We have actually a pretty good team.
yeah,
Curious to see how the Thunder recoup. Also, I don't know if you've heard about the whole Clippers and deal with Kawhi and how the money stuff with Shea Gilgeous and all that they might have to
yeah.
rescind the trade. I don't even know if that's real or not, but
Yeah, I don't think it's yeah. Probably have to probably do like a suspension or something, or I don't know, like maybe with the executive. I don't know something. I don't think we send
yeah,
it back. But
that's
yeah,
a lot. It's a lot going on there.
yeah, hmm,
Curious to see how the Warriors do with Al Horford and
yeah.
and those. Lonzo
What
Ball, I'm a
about
big
Cooper
fan.
Flag?
Yeah, I was gonna say my friends and I we were talking about the Mavs. The Mavs might be. I think their only issue will be health. Like
Yeah.
I love Anthony Davis, but he's obviously as soft as a pillow. So
Hmm.
depending on how that team stays healthy, because you got Kyrie coming back, you got a healthy Clay. Cooper Flag is nice. He looks really good. He looks like he belongs already. Yeah. So curious to see how that goes. The Spurs, I'm actually interested in, just because they're not gonna be a top 5 team in the West, but I feel like they'll be in that like 8, 7, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
So with Wemby, as long as they stay healthy. Did you see the video of Tatum working out? Same thing with Damian Lillard. That they all just had surgery, but 4 months ago, and they're already back working out on the court.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
curious to see
intense.
if
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I've never seen any recovery like that before. So curious to see how they will look when the season probably after All-Star break they'll come around.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm biased though, so I'm hoping my Lakers take it all. But
Okay.
yeah, the NBA, the layout is pretty nice this year, so I'm curious.
Yeah. So just had preseason the first night, so it should be fun. Should be interesting to see what happens.
Facts.
So, all right, let me ask you this: what's something you did in the pandemic that you still carry today that you still do today?
Playing
You
your
picked
favorite
up.
sport, man, golf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, you
came
picked up
home.
golf.
Yeah, so I was in LA for school. I
Yeah.
graduated, I finished, and then I moved back home during COVID. My brother was always leaving the house at like 12 o'clock for like 3 hours, and then would come back. So after a while, I was like, "All right, bro, what are you doing? Where you going? Like, we can't go anywhere." And he was like, I go golfing." So I was like, "All right, I'll
Yeah.
come." Went my first day, bro, and I couldn't properly hit a golf ball for like 2.5 hours, and like yeah, I was just sitting there trying and trying, and they were obviously trying to explain things to me and helping me figure it out. And from that day on, I just never stopped. Ended up getting some lessons over at Buchanan.
Okay.
I live like 5 minutes from there. So yeah,
Oh, that's
I
nice.
man, ever since then I've golfed in Cancun, bro. I've golfed in
Australia.
Australia and a couple different states.
Yeah.
So hopefully I get to go golf in China if I have some time. I'm gonna see if there's a golf course nearby where I'm at, and I'm gonna try to
So
go get some in.
since golfing, I mean, where do you think they have that the best golf course that you played on, or area you think you played that you liked the most?
The best one would have been in Cancun.
Yeah.
Playa del Reyes or something like that. It was
Yeah.
unreal. They had crocodiles on the course,
Oh wow.
mongooses on the course. Yeah, it was crazy. It was actually
Oh
it
wow.
was cool. Along the beach too. We had to start at like 6 in the morning because it was so hot.
I bet.
They had the cart girls rolling around, so we were taking shots at 8 a.m., bro. It was my brother, me, my brother, two of my uncles, and my dad. Yeah, and we just got up every day and just hit the links.
Cool. Right on. So let me ask you this: what is your dream car?
Ooh, probably a Lamborghini Urus.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm obsessed with them.
Do you have a color picked out or what?
Honestly, I want to do like a matte olive green
Okay.
with black and yellow rims, or black
Okay.
and yeah, or all black rims. Hopefully, after this China trip, I can actually fucking work my way towards that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. And then let me ask you this: what are your thoughts on the EV car? Have you ever tried it? What are your thoughts on the whole EV aspect?
my
Electric
my
car.
mom has an electric car. My
Mhm.
brother has a Tesla as well. Are you talking about the self driving cars in San Francisco?
No, the EV car, like the
Just
Teslas and
electric
all that
cars?
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, not
I'm a
the
fan. I'm a
yeah.
fan. I like it. In Australia, my during my first season, I lived with my assistant coach. He
Mhm.
bought a Tesla, and we had to drive it from Brisbane to where I was at, which would have been like an 18-hour drive.
Oh,
So
wow.
we broke it up, obviously, and stayed in a couple different spots along the coast and all that. And yeah, Teslas. I mean, at least Teslas are really cool. I enjoy like the no hands driving, and like
Mhm.
you charge it for like it doesn't take that long, and it's pretty cheap. And they're just really nice cars, honestly. In China, they have these cars that you can like open with your hand without like touching the car. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's yeah, they have some pretty
Mm.
futuristic EV cars over there that are sick.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting, gotta see those. Okay, going back in time, what age would you want to pick and live at if you could go back in time? What age would you pick?
In 2016, I was 17 or 18. 2016 had to be the greatest year of life, so I would
Yeah,
for sure go back to that age and relive again. I don't know if I'd change anything that happened,
yeah.
but I'd for sure go back and relive that time.
Okay, cool. That was like what you guys played for state, right, that year? Or
Yeah.
yeah, everything.
Yeah, it was just that
Okay.
was 2016 was a hell of a year. I played in the All-Star game that year. Obviously, I ended up going to college. We went to Taiwan and played in the William
Mhm.
Jones Cup that year. A lot happened in 2016.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this: do you have a failed field trip you did as a kid that you went on that you liked?
In 7th grade, we went on a science field trip. I forgot what it was called, where we went, but I remember because my mom
Was it
came
Hall
home.
of Science? Was it around the Bay Area, or was it around here? Or
It was in California. We
okay,
had to drive, and we stayed there for like a week.
okay,
Um,
mm.
but my mom came with me on the trip, so it was cool for me because yeah, I just had my mom there, and we were doing all types of scientific stuff out in the field. We were picking carrots out the grass and all types of crazy stuff, at reptiles or whatever. So
Mm,
yeah, I don't know. That's the one I vividly remember really, really well that I actually enjoyed.
okay, cool. Let me ask you this: so, are you a millennial? I'm guessing, or are you a Z?
I'm a Gen Z. I'm 98.
Okay, okay, got your Gen Z. Okay, so what are your thoughts on as far as with the tech now? You got AI, got ChatGPT. Kids today have the iPads are like really young. What are your thoughts on the whole tech thing that we have going on
I
these
think
days?
that it is a detriment to kids in a way because they don't learn the people skills that we had to learn growing up.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I didn't have a phone till I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
And nowadays kids have phones in like 4th grade, walking around with iPhones and stuff like that with their AirPods and stuff. So yeah, I just think that parents nowadays are a little bit too lenient on their kids with just letting them see whatever, do whatever because
Yeah.
for like coaching purposes, so to speak, like when I coach youth
Hmm.
programs,
Yeah.
the lack of discipline in kids, right? Not throwing their trash away or like talking when someone else is talking or like just basic stuff that you would think you learn at home. They
Yeah.
don't get those skills from parents nowadays. So, and then
Yeah. They're
it translates to their work ethic too, because like a lot of these kids nowadays just think, oh, everything is sweet and it's handed to you, and you kind of just get whatever you want. But yeah, and then you
yeah.
got AI.
No, it's
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
no. The attention span is definitely not what it used to be. You got to keep them focused. They start looking off. Yeah, totally. I see a
Even
lot.
even at DBC was a couple of my friends set up a run against their team, and we played 12-minute quarters and had refs and stuff like that. They had us because my friends we all played pro, so they had us kind of talk to the guys and like a Q&A and just to them to pick our brains. And coach had to tell us to keep our answers short because their attention span wasn't that long. And
Oh,
I'm like, you guys are college players.
yeah.
And then AI just makes it easy to do everything nowadays. You don't really have to think too much. You kind of just ask it to
Hmm.
do whatever you want and it spits out anything. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah, I think for our age it's cool. AI is cool because it makes our life easier. But for young kids, I don't think it's very helpful because they don't get to learn anything.
Yeah, no, totally. Let me ask you this: you got a movie you recently watched and liked in the theater, or does it have to be like some?
What have I watched recently that I watched Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 the other day. Very random. I'm a big Harry
Yeah,
Potter fan, Lord of the Rings fan, The
yeah.
Hobbit, I watched a lot of those.
Did you read the book and stuff or no?
Yeah,
You
in
saw the
high
movies?
school. Yeah, in high
Wow.
school, I read all the
Okay.
Harry Potter books.
Wow.
We had to do, like, book
Book
reports.
reports?
Yeah, at the LaSalle, so that was the easiest thing for me to read.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I never read the books. I just been on the ride. I've seen some of the movies, but I kind of know about it. Saw you know, the
Yeah,
universal world and stuff. But yeah. Okay. Uh, Let me ask you this. Are you an Apple or Android guy?
Apple, 100%.
Yeah. So when you see the
Makes it
green bubble pop up, what do you say or what goes in your mind?
a
Mm,
honestly, it depends on the age gap of who I'm talking to. If it's, if it's someone that's older, then it's like, "Alright, cool," like, you might have not been on iPhone for a while, so you've stuck to that.
yeah.
But if it's someone my age with an Android and younger, I'm like, "Alright, dog, like, why don't we have an iPhone?" But then again,
Yeah.
I don't put too much on it, so I just think it's funny.
Yeah. Cool. Here's one I'm gonna ask you. You want to share a tip or life tip to people who are listening out there that you want to share?
Life is about perspective. However you perceive your life and your future is what's best for you. Take everything with a grain of salt because you just never know what's going on in someone else's world. But yeah, keep your head down and just put your faith in God, put your journey in God. And I think that the benefits come around not right away. It's life is a journey and you can't kind of fall in love with the results like everyone says you got to
Yeah.
fall in love with the process. Like that is such a true thing because if you're a result driven person, you're gonna have a lot of I feel like more lows than highs because in life we don't get too many W's, right? There's a lot of trial and error, and you take a lot more L's before you start to get those W's. So
Yeah.
fall in love with the process and having a, I guess, open perspective on what's going on in life just will help.
Those are good points right there. Let me ask you this: if you could sit down and eat with someone dead or alive, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Honestly, I would pick Kobe Bryant because I want to know what it's like to be him. The world perceives you as the most mentally tough person ever. We've seen you play through dislocated fingers and shoulders, and
Yeah.
we've seen you walk off the court with an Achilles tear. We've seen you win championships with Shaq. We've seen you win it by yourself or with Powell and all these guys. And the mama mentality is a whole thing in this world, whether it's amongst us in the sports world or even regular people. Like they
Yeah.
know what mama mentality means just because of Kobe. And
Hmm.
then he was a global icon. So just listening to his experiences and stories and how he maneuvered his life, just that would be very fascinating for me.
Yeah. He's a good pick. I've heard him a couple times on here.
Yeah.
You know, but not but a few couple times. Um, like if you're stuck on an elevator, who would you want to pick? Just to, be an elevator with if you're stuck in
Stuck on
there.
an elevator with? Probably my brother. It had to be my brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, because
Is he older or younger?
he's younger. We're 3 years apart.
Okay. Okay.
He lives in LA. He just finished school over at Cal State LA. He's looking for a job in the tech field.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd probably be stuck with him. He'd be the only person I wouldn't have to yell at or like be like, dude, shut up, stop talking. And he thinks really well on his toes.
Okay. All right. Was he a DSL guy too?
He
Or
was
no?
my senior year was he only spent a year there and then he transferred to SRV.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So yeah, he only spent 1 year there. So
Okay. Let me ask you this. Favorite sportsman player, I'm guessing Lakers and Kobe, but if that's right, let me know. Favorite sportsman player or
like my favorite sports player of all time.
at all time, yeah, and team, yeah.
Yeah, Lakers are for sure my favorite basketball team of all time. I'm a
Yeah.
major Giants fan as well,
Giants, football or baseball?
or baseball.
Oh, okay. All right.
49ers for football.
Yeah.
I think my favorite all-time baseball player would be Tim Lincecum.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was when I first started watching baseball, like, I
Yeah.
went to a game. I got invited when I was around the time he was still there,
Yeah.
and then I got to watch him in the playoffs. Yeah, it was,
Nice.
like, the most exhilarating thing ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big Tim Lincecum fan, and close second would be Brandon Crawford. very
Okay.
close second.
Well, he's a
Derek
Pleasanton
Jeter,
guy. He's out from I'm at Crawford Street,
yeah,
Pleasanton. So he's out
really?
this way. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. And my brother grew up with him, and they went to games together and played sports. So yeah, played against each other at high school. He went to
Oh,
Foothill. So yeah. Yeah.
that's actually sick.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
family friend. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has a lot of golden gloves.
Yeah. He
Crazy.
does. Yeah. UCLA grad, everything. Yeah.
Who
So
else? I was a big Jeter fan.
yeah.
Big Jeter fan, only because I was just obsessed with him hitting home runs all the time. And then for football, all time, I'm got to be a Deion Sanders guy. I think
Yeah.
I'm a
He
big
was
Deion
good.
guy. I love the swag with the game.
Prime time.
I kind of try to. I don't emulate how he played in terms of how swaggy he was, but like
Yeah.
the amount of fun he had playing the game, I love that. But yeah, still a 49ers fan for sure.
Cool. All right. Let me ask you this. Did you ever watch wrestling as a kid? You ever heard wrestler?
Like WWE,
Yeah.
bro, Rey Mysterio, Rey Mysterio. We actually had the WWE video game.
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
playing that. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
brother and I used to just go at it every Saturday morning, just on WWE. So that would be Rey Mysterio for sure. I was a fan of the masks, every different colored masks, and his pants.
Hmm.
He had the flary pants all the time. Yeah, that's crazy. Memories, bro.
Yeah.
Memories.
Okay. He was a good wrestler.
He wasn't too bad.
What advice would you give yourself at 12 years old?
Myself at 12,
What advice? Yeah. What you give yourself?
I would tell myself at 12 to not let the talent get to my head. I was lucky enough to be bigger and more athletic at that age. I played varsity as a freshman at De La Salle, so I came in at 12 years old, or 12 or 13 years old. I was 13 when the season started. I was 13, and obviously I was just young with a bunch of older fellas, so didn't really. Everything was just fun and games to me because I was like, well, clearly I'm good enough, and I wish I took the work more serious at 12 years old, because I think I would have had a lot more open doors. Not to say that I didn't, and I was blessed to have the career that I had, but if I locked in and actually was grinding like some of these other guys you see nowadays at like young ages that we are NBA prospects at 12,
Yeah.
because you can kind of see it. Before I was injured and anything, I broke my leg in high school and stuff like that. So
Uh,
for that, like, yeah, I probably had the potential to end up in the NBA out of the draft. I just didn't take working out as serious as I should have.
did you come in a freshman? Did you play a little bit, or how did you, as far as
Yeah,
the depth
I
chart?
got to start. Yeah, the three of
Oh
us.
wow.
There was three of us that played. Me, Jordan Martino, Devin Asiasi.
Okay.
Jordan Martino plays in London for the Sheffield Sharks right now. He's been
Okay.
there for the last 6 or 7 years. Like Devin Asiasi, obviously, he ended up switching to playing football. Got drafted to the Patriots, traded to the Bengals. I think he's a practice player on the Titans right now, something like that.
Okay.
But we all
And who was
started.
your coach? Was it Locke
We
your
had Frank.
coach, or was it?
Yeah, we
Okay.
still had
That
Frank.
was last year.
That was his last year was my junior year. Yeah, my third year was when he left. It was a crazy day for the program. Very crazy day
Yeah.
for the program. But yeah, I wouldn't say coach gave us free reign to be us, but he let us play for the most part
Mhm.
how we wanted to play out of the offense
Yeah.
at that young of an age. So I think the cool part was gaining IQ and learning how to play the game, learning how to read the game, because we ran Princeton and you had to understand how to read defenses and all that to make the right read every time. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, crazy times.
Cool. So let me ask you this: what do you love about living in Australia? Out there, what do you love about the city?
I lived in 4 different major cities.
Yeah.
I was in Sydney first, and Sydney was it's like a really, really, really condensed San Francisco. Like
Okay.
like in San Francisco, I don't feel like everything is on top of each other. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty spread. I feel like because there's different districts and all that. Sydney looks like
Mhm.
San Francisco, but like it's legit compounded on each other, and everybody's on top
Oh
of each
wow.
other. Yeah, and it's really big, but it's hard to get around. It takes forever. I moved from there to Newcastle, which is a little bit north of Sydney. I was on the beach. It's a beach town. So that was really cool for me during the off season. It was, bro, sunny weather every day. Like you get up at 6 a.m. and the sun is out. It's hot. 5-minute walk to the beach. the NBL1 team out of that city, so I was able to go to the gym and work out every day if I wanted to. Then I moved to Brisbane, which was probably my favorite place. Actually, not probably, it is my favorite place. Brisbane is, they
Okay.
call it like Bris Vegas, or like
Where's Vegas? Okay.
they call it the Miami of Australia because it's the beaches everywhere. There's
Yeah.
no winter. It's always hot. Palm trees
Wow.
all over the place. Yeah, Brisbane City Council takes care of the city, so like it's not dirty at all. Like trees are trimmed, bushes are trimmed, trash is picked up, grasses are cut green, like no yellow grass anywhere. Construction's always moving quick too, so like they don't just be sitting on the side of the road all the time. There's no like bumpy freeways or bumpy roads. You're an hour from a major beach, north and south. And then Queensland in itself is just a really nice state, bro. That you can go further north and go hang out with crocodiles if you want to. You can go to the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland. Um, yeah, Brisbane's probably the nicest. I spent my last year in Melbourne in the south, really cold.
Yeah.
Um, Very gloomy weather. It's very bipolar weather, so it doesn't make it enjoyable. During part of the winter, it just rains all the time. And it's like 10 degrees outside, so it's
Yeah.
freezing. There's no AC or heaters in the gyms in Australia, so
Oh,
when it's really hot inside the tin can gym. When it's really cold, it's
sheesh.
freezing inside yeah, it's crazy. But I would say Melbourne has the most culture. The South has the most culture. So you see the most different styles of races all put together in terms of like from across the world. Whereas in like everywhere else across Australia, it's just Australians. So yeah, Brisbane's for sure my favorite part of Australia.
How's the water? You've been in the ocean, I guess, over there before too, right? How's the
Yeah, it's
any
nice. It's warm. It's really clear for the most part. You just have to be careful because there's sharks and they swim pretty close to the shore. But
yeah,
they got
great
lifeguards and
whites.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
tiger sharks, bull sharks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might get a stray. So Brisbane is like, so Queensland is built in like a triangle, a one-sided
Hmm.
triangle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and so Brisbane's kind of in the middle. Gold Coast is down to the right, which is where most people go for the beach and stuff. Then you got
Hmm.
the Sunshine Coast going up to the north a little bit, where you also go, and then you go far north. You got Townsville, Cairns, Mackay, and there's one more, Darwin. Sometimes you'll catch them crocodiles swimming all the way down to Brisbane.
Oh wow.
Yeah, long swim, but sometimes it happens. The coolest part about everyone trips about the bugs and stuff in Australia. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not a real thing. The
Okay.
internet perceives it, and AI probably does a great job of making bugs look crazy. I
Yeah.
was there for 3 years, and they talk about the big old spiders at the size of your hand. Like I never saw one. The most I got bit by a black widow at one stage. That was probably the craziest spider encounter I had. You
Hmm.
see more kangaroos and koala bears than you do anything else in like everyday life in Australia.
Well,
Yeah.
I could go visit now. I haven't been there yet, so it's on my bucket list to check out Australia and stuff.
If you were asking me, I would say you go to Brisbane
Hmm.
and then fly to Cairns and go if you like to swim and stuff. Hit the Great Barrier Reef up there. It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
you've been to Great Barrier Reef? You been up there?
Yeah, yeah. In Queensland, there's teams all over that state, and there's a team in Cairns. So when we flew there, you got to go hang out at Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, cool. Uh, let me ask you this. So you're in your current job, let's say you're not doing basketball or after basketball, what do you see yourself doing if you weren't playing basketball, all this, what would you be doing?
Probably go down two avenues. I'm big into sneakers, so I want to
Okay.
own a sneaker store,
Okay.
and then I want to also. My dad works in the tech space,
Mm.
so maybe opening up like an IT consulting firm kind of
Okay.
thing. I studied
Yeah.
computer engineering in school, so
Yeah.
working with I just feel like IT consulting is probably a major service needed in today's world with AI and
Yeah.
cybersecurity like that. So I think that would be pretty good to do. I don't want to do much legwork in terms of actually doing the IT consulting, but I would like to open up a
Hmm.
firm that provides that service.
Okay. That's a good one. Good point. Good. Yeah, they definitely need that. IT's, it's,
Yeah, 100%.
let me ask you this. Do you have a favorite video game that you played growing up or do you play any games?
Call of Duty, bro. Big Warzone guy.
Are you still playing?
Although, yeah, I got a
Okay.
PS5.
Okay.
When I was younger, my brother and I used to play a lot of like FIFA, 2K, Madden.
Yeah.
Those were always the staples. But the older I got, the less I cared about those games,
Okay.
and so I kind of just stick to my Warzone, which is really fun for me.
So you're taking a system back to Australia,
I
or
will. Yeah, I take this PS5
yeah.
everywhere. That's one thing I don't live. That's probably one of my 10 essentials.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll have to play sometime. Um,
100%.
so what about board game? Did you play a board game growing up that you liked? That was fun.
Snakes and ladders. Used to play
Okay.
that a lot. Monopoly is always a good one. Um,
That's a popular choice.
yeah, Monopoly is probably the one that I played the most.
Yeah.
And they have the different theme Monopoly boards too. I think we had like 4 different theme Monopoly boards growing up. Yeah. But it was that and Snakes and Ladders for sure.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What's your drink of choice? I don't know if you drink or not, but
My liquor of choice would probably be, oof, that's a tough one. I'm really moody with that. So I like rum. I've been a big fan of rum recently, or usually tequila. I'm good with tequila.
okay.
Yeah. Honestly, because we went to Cancun, we went tequila tastings. Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay. There you go.
spark. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I can see that. um, well, you want to share a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. Mine's pretty crazy. I love Pazookies, bro. A Pazookie would be
What
a
are those?
guilty. It's like a big old baked cookie with ice cream on top.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
okay. No, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So you got
That'd be a
a
good.
so you got a big what ice cream? Big fan of ice cream, or
Uh,
just the whole, just that
vanilla bean or cookies and cream ice cream is probably my top two.
cream? I like that one. Yeah.
100%.
Then you got a favorite emoji that you share with people?
The one I use the most would be. I mean, the most unique one I guess I would use is the green. It's like the science one. I'll pull it up.
Like a syringe or something? No.
Yeah, it's like the green in little like this. I've had this tag using that one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I had a tag about like being in a science lab as like working out
Yeah.
kind of thing, equivalent.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I'm using that one a lot with my folks recently.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then nominate someone to be a good guest to get on the show, get an interview, put them on here. Could be a good spotlight. Who do you think? A couple people I could reach out to maybe.
You know who would be a good one to get is Emeka Udini
Okay.
because his current job is now NBA player development. So he
Okay.
has a lot of stories about this back end NBA things that I think people would really enjoy.
Okay. Cool.
And
Now,
then he's had an
just
interesting career too, interesting journey, basketball family. They all went to De La Salle, all his brothers.
yeah.
He ended up playing JUCO or prep school and then went to a 4 year. I won't speak
Mhm.
too much on his journey just in case you actually get
Yeah.
him on here, then you can let him explain that. But yeah, he's had a really interesting story and where he is now is pretty cool. He's worked with a couple NBA guys already as like their personal player development guy.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, proud of him for where he's at today. He's a couple years younger than I am.
Okay.
I think he'd be going. I can help too. I can ask him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
about trying
Plenty
to get
good
on
work.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then what's something on the bucket list you want to do?
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right now on my bucket list, I really, really want to go skydiving. A lot of
Oh
people
wow.
think I'm,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I want to
I'm
try
not
it.
for that. I'm good.
It's I'm a bit of a daredevil. I can't lie. My
Yeah.
mom and dad had us going to amusement parks when we were kids and jumping on
Yeah.
rides. We were always taller, so it was easy to get on rides. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm not afraid of heights or like anything
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, that would make it hard. That would make it hard. I've kind of
Yeah.
done being able to travel the world. I've done a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think in December I went from on a safari with lions and elephants and giraffes and stuff, and then I ended up riding camels in Dubai, and then I went and stayed in a village in Nigeria for like 6 days. And
Yeah.
yeah, I've kind of done all types of stuff. So at this stage, just doing crazy stuff now, skydiving and things like of that nature.
And then how do we follow you on social media and get in touch with you if you want to follow you? Reach out to you, how we get in touch with your handles.
My Instagram handle is at the Nikhil Peters, just THE, and then my full name, Nikhil Peters. On
Okay.
there has most of my stuff. I have a YouTube channel, so if you guys go
Okay.
subscribe.
Cool.
I just post kind of just vlogs of, pro basketball player. And then, yeah, I'm not really on TikTok like that. I just kind of got on there. I kind of just use it just to surf. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, guys. Check out the YouTube channel. We're growing.
Cool.
I'm actually going to be linking up with a famous YouTuber while I'm in China. He's
Oh,
a
nice.
African from Zimbabwe that has moved to China. He's been there for like 8 years now. Speaks fluent Chinese. He has like 100,000 followers on all his platforms.
Oh,
So I'm gonna do a collab video with him, so that'll be cool.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys can find me there.
Cool. And then from On the Spot, we're on Spotify. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram, all those platforms. Any questions about the real estate market, reach out. And then any question about basketball, reach out to, and then of course Nikolai and stuff from On the Spot. Right here. Any final thoughts?
Uh, Nah, man, I've kept up with your podcast for a while. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've had some great guests on here already.
Yeah.
Great content. I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm glad
glad
we did it.
I'm glad I got to meet you through De La Salle.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, it's a very much large network of players and coaches from De La Salle that we meet and we stay in touch for years. So
Hmm.
I think I
Yeah.
met you, Steve, went at what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe
Yep. Yep.
properly. We've been in touch every year since. So, and we never actually crossed paths while I was in school. So that's the cool thing about our network and our little space that we come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you guys keep tapping in with Steve and checking out the podcast, man. It's some good stuff.
And so from On the Spot, right here, see Rosie through new lens. We're out of here.
Thank you.
All right.